Do you feel like you've been waiting, like your prayers have been unanswered, your dreams delayed, or your faith tested beyond measure? I want you to hear this today with every ounce of your heart. God sees you. In the midst of your struggles, in the silence, in the waiting, He is working. You may not understand it now, but there is something powerful coming your way. You are on the verge of a breakthrough. Your heartache, your prayers, your tears, they've all been noticed by the one who holds the world in His hands. And right now, in this very moment, God is preparing to bless you in ways you never thought possible. The storm you've been walking through is about to pass, and what's on the other side will be more than you ever imagined. The wait is over. God is about to bless you in ways that will leave you in awe, and it's going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. As you listen to these key points, remember, God's timing is perfect, and His blessings are abundant. Hold on to your faith and trust that He is working behind the scenes, preparing something incredible for you. Let's dive into these blessings that are about to unfold in your life. God is about to bless you with a new season of strength, a strength that you have never experienced before. If you've been feeling weary, exhausted from the battle, or simply overwhelmed by the circumstances of your life, I want you to know that a shift is coming. The very strength that you've been searching for, the resilience you've been praying for, is on its way to you right now. You may feel like you've reached your limit. The weight of everything on your shoulders might seem unbearable, and every step forward feels like an exhausting climb. But I am here to tell you that in your weakest moments, God is going to pour out strength that will empower you to rise higher than you ever thought possible. When you feel like you've reached the end of your rope, God will give you the ability to go just a little further. You will look back one day and marvel at how you kept going, even when you thought you couldn't. This strength is not just physical, it's emotional, mental, and spiritual. It's a strength that comes from God's Holy Spirit. The kind of strength that doesn't fade after a few days, but instead becomes a source of renewal, one that sustains you no matter how difficult the journey may be. You won't have to rely on your own limited abilities anymore. You'll draw from a well that never runs dry, a strength that comes from a deep, unshakable connection with God. When God strengthens you, it's not just about pushing through to the end. It's about enduring with grace, peace, and joy. You won't just survive the trials that come your way, you'll thrive in them. You'll find that your circumstances, instead of breaking you, will begin to mold you into a stronger, more steadfast person. What used to seem impossible will become a challenge you will eagerly rise to meet. You want the challenge? You won't just face your difficulties with dread, but with the confidence that God's strength in you will see you through. There's a divine purpose in the struggle. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to experience the fullness of God's power. He allows these moments not to weaken you, but to build you up in ways you never imagined. The pain you've endured, the heartache, the obstacles, they've all been used to prepare you for this moment, for this season of strength. In the darkest of times, God will make your strength shine even brighter. You will be able to look back and see how His power sustained you when you had no strength left. Even when the world tells you to give up, when everyone around you says it's too hard or too much, you will stand firm. You will rise, not because of your own will, but because of the supernatural strength God has placed within you. It is His power that will carry you, His grace that will lift you, and His love that will hold you steady. So when the storms come, when the battles rage on, remember that you are not fighting alone. God is strengthening you, equipping you, and empowering you to be victorious. Your strength will come from Him, and it will be enough. With His strength, you will not just survive, you will conquer, you will thrive, and you will overcome. The strength you need is already on its way, and it will carry you through to the victory that God has promised you. God is about to restore the relationships in your life that have been broken, strained, or torn apart. For some, the pain of these relationships has felt unbearable, and it may seem as if healing is impossible. But I want you to hear this. God is a God of restoration, and He can heal what seems irreparable. He can mend hearts, rebuild trust, and bring peace where there has been chaos. What once seemed lost or irreconcilable is about to be redeemed by His hand. The relationships that matter most to you, whether with family, friends, or loved ones, are not forgotten by God. He knows the hurt you've felt, the misunderstandings that have built walls, and the deep longing for reconciliation that you've carried in your heart. God sees your pain and hears the prayers you've whispered in the quiet moments, asking for healing. Now, He is moving in ways that will surprise you. He is working behind the scenes, softening hearts and creating pathways for reconciliation and healing. Restoration doesn't happen on our timetable. Often it takes time for God to work in our hearts and the hearts of others. There may be moments where you feel discouraged, as if things will never change, but God's timing is always perfect. He is preparing the way not only in your life, but in the hearts of those you long to restore relationship with. The person who has hurt you, the one you've struggled to forgive, or the one you've been waiting for change from. God is working in their life too. He is softening their heart, opening their eyes, and showing them the value of reconciliation. The process of restoration may not always look like what you expect. It might not happen in the way you imagined, but rest assured God is faithful to finish the work He has started. Sometimes He uses difficult moments or challenges to soften hearts and bring clarity. Perhaps the pain you've experienced in your relationships has created a deeper understanding of what it truly means to love, to forgive, and to be reconciled. God is taking all of these moments and weaving them together for His purpose, for His glory, and for the healing of your heart and the hearts of those around you. It's important to understand that restoration isn't just about reconciling with others, it's also about God restoring your own heart. If you've been hurt, betrayed, or disappointed, He will bring healing to the wounds within you. His love will fill the empty spaces where pain once resided. His peace will flood your heart, and His forgiveness will help you to release the past so that you can move forward with a renewed sense of hope and trust. You may not know exactly how this restoration will unfold, but trust that God is in control. He is actively working on your behalf, and He will bring about a beautiful reconciliation in His perfect timing. When it happens, you will look back in amazement at the ways God has worked in your relationships, how He has brought healing to your heart, and how He has restored what seemed lost. You will see that God's grace is greater than any hurt or division, and you will experience the joy of seeing your relationships renewed in ways you never thought possible. What once was broken will be made whole again, all because of God's incredible ability to restore. God is about to bless you with a breakthrough in your finances that will change your entire perspective on provision. For so long, you may have struggled to make ends meet, watching your dreams of financial freedom slip further away with each passing day. You might have prayed and believed, but it seemed as though the doors to abundance were closed. You're not alone in this. Many have walked this path, but I want you to know something. God sees your struggles. He knows your needs, and He is about to make a way where there seems to be no way. When we look at our financial situations through human eyes, it can often feel like there is no hope, no answer, no escape from the weight of bills, debts, or lack. But God's economy is different from the world's. While the world tells you to rely on your own strength, your own resources, and your own efforts, God invites you to trust in Him as the ultimate provider. His provision is not limited by the world's standards. It is abundant, overflowing, and generous. He is the one who owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, the one who provides for the birds of the air, and the one who has promised to meet all of your needs according to His riches in glory. The breakthrough you've been praying for is closer than you think. What you may not see in the natural is that God is already orchestrating opportunities for you. He is already lining up promotions, new ventures, and unexpected blessings that will pour into your life in ways that are beyond your comprehension. You may not know how it will happen or when it will happen, but trust that God is working on your behalf. There are doors He is about to open that no man can shut, and opportunities that will come your way that you never even imagined. Sometimes the financial breakthrough we seek isn't just about receiving a sudden windfall or a large sum of money. Often it's about God providing in ways that help us build a strong foundation for lasting financial freedom. It's about the wisdom He gives to manage what we have, the creativity He ignites in our hearts to create new streams of income, and the favor He pours out on our businesses, jobs, and careers. When God blesses us financially, He does so not just for our comfort, but for His kingdom. He wants to bless you so that you can be a blessing to others. Your breakthrough is not only for your benefit, but also to advance His purpose in the world. The moment you release your fear, your doubt, and your worry over your finances and trust God fully, you open the door for His miraculous provision. It may require some steps of faith, perhaps stepping into a new job, taking a risk on a new venture, or making some hard decisions about your finances. but trust that God will honor your obedience. As you honor Him with your resources, He will honor you by pouring out blessings that overflow. Your financial struggles will not define your future. You are not limited by what you see in the natural. God is calling you into a season of financial abundance, provision, and freedom. So get ready for a breakthrough. God is about to make a way for you. He is about to provide for you in ways you can't yet see, and when it happens, you will stand in awe of His faithfulness. Your financial situation is changing, and it's changing for the better. God is not just giving you enough to get by. He is blessing you abundantly so that you can live out the calling He has placed on your life with freedom, generosity, and joy. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is coming. Keep trusting, keep believing, and watch as God moves mightily in your finances. God is about to bless you with the courage to pursue your dreams, the courage to step out into the unknown and follow the path He has set before you. For so long, fear and doubt may have held you back from moving forward. You may have believed that your dreams were too big, too out of reach, or too unrealistic to ever come true. Maybe you've questioned whether you have what it takes, wondering if you're enough or if you're capable of achieving the things you've longed for. But I want to assure you today that God has placed those dreams in your heart for a reason, and He is about to fill you with the courage to pursue them like never before. The truth is, pursuing your dreams requires faith. It requires trusting that God will equip you with everything you need, even when you don't have all the answers or the resources in place. It requires stepping into the unknown with a confidence that God has already gone before you. He's already prepared the way, and He is with you every step of the journey. The fear that once held you back is about to be replaced with a boldness and courage that comes from knowing that God is leading you. This is not your journey alone. It is God's journey with you, and He will never leave you or forsake you. It's time to stop allowing fear to dictate your decisions. Fear tells you that you're not ready, that you're not equipped, that you're not capable. But God's voice is louder than fear. He says you are ready, you are equipped, and you are capable because He is with you. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. Where you feel unsure, He will give you certainty. Where you feel inadequate, He will make you sufficient. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know how it will happen. What you need is to trust that God is calling you and that His plans for you are good. The courage that God is about to give you will propel you to take that first step, whether it's starting that new business, pursuing that education, following that dream job, or stepping into that ministry. It's the courage to say yes, even when you don't know the full picture. It's the courage to walk forward in faith, knowing that God will lead you one step at a time. As you step out in faith, God will meet you right where you are. He will provide the resources, the wisdom, and the opportunities you need to keep moving forward. The journey won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. There will be obstacles along the way, but you will face them with the strength and confidence that come from knowing you are walking in God's purpose for your life. The dream that has seemed impossible, the one that has always felt just out of reach, is about to become a reality. God is about to give you the courage to take that leap of faith, to step out of your comfort zone, and to pursue what He has placed in your heart. The fear that once paralyzed you will be replaced with boldness. The doubts that once clouded your mind will be cleared, and you will see that with God, nothing is impossible. He is not only giving you the courage to dream, but He is giving you the courage to take action, to move forward, and to step into the future He has planned for you. The time for waiting is over. It's time to rise, to believe, and to pursue your dreams with everything you've got. God is about to bring healing to your heart in ways that you may have thought were impossible. The wounds of the past, the hurt you've carried for so long, are about to be touched by the gentle, restorative hand of God. If you've been walking around with brokenness in your heart, whether from betrayal, loss, rejection, or disappointment, God sees every part of your pain. He knows the deep ache you've tried to hide, the scars that you've tried to cover, and the tears that have flowed in silence. What I want you to understand today is that God is not only aware of your suffering, He is deeply moved by it, and He is ready to heal what has been broken. Sometimes, when we've been hurt deeply, we carry those wounds for years, convincing ourselves that healing may never come. The pain can become so familiar that we begin to believe it will always be a part of who we are. But God is about to change that. He is about to take those wounds, those scars, and turn them into places of strength, peace, and restoration. His healing is not just about putting a bandage on your pain. His healing is deep, transformative, and lasting. He wants to go beyond the surface and reach into the very places where the hurt began, so that you can walk in freedom, wholeness, and peace. You may be thinking that the hurt is too deep or too complex for God to heal. You may have carried this burden for so long that you wonder if it's even possible to feel whole again. But God specializes in the impossible. He can heal relationships that seem beyond repair, restore dreams that have been crushed, and bring peace where there has been chaos. No hurt is too great, no wound too deep for God to restore. He has promised to bind up the brokenhearted and to heal the wounds of His people. He will not leave you in your pain. He will walk with you through the healing process, piece by piece, until you are whole again. This healing isn't just about releasing the past. It's about embracing the future with a new heart, a heart that is no longer weighed down by the burdens of yesterday. God is going to take away the bitterness, the anger, and the unforgiveness that may have taken root in your heart. He is going to replace them with His peace, His joy, and His love. The hurt will no longer define you. Instead, you will walk with a heart that is free, unburdened, and healed. Healing also requires a choice on your part, the choice to let go of the pain and surrender it to God. You might have to forgive someone who has hurt you, or you might have to forgive yourself for mistakes you've made in the past. This process is not easy, but it is necessary for complete healing. God will give you the strength and grace to forgive and to release the past so that you can step into the new life He has for you. As God heals your heart, He will not only restore you, but He will also use your healing to help others. Your testimony of God's healing power will become a source of encouragement and hope to those who are still in the midst of their own pain. Your story will show others that God is able to heal the brokenhearted and bring beauty from the ashes of their lives. Healing is coming to your heart, and it's coming now. God is not just mending what is broken. He is transforming you into a new creation, one that is whole, healed, and full of His peace. The pain of the past will no longer have the power to hold you back. You are walking into a season of restoration and healing, and nothing will be the same. God is doing a new thing in you, and you will emerge stronger, freer, and more alive than ever before. God is about to pour out His favor and open doors of opportunity in your career and calling that you never imagined possible. You may have been working tirelessly, pouring your heart and soul into your work, but the recognition or breakthrough you've hoped for has seemed just out of reach. Perhaps you've been overlooked, undervalued, or even questioned whether your efforts were making a difference. But hear this today. God sees your labor, and He is about to bring the breakthrough you've been waiting for. The favor of God is coming to rest upon you in such a way that it will elevate you to new levels of opportunity and success. God's favor is not something that can be earned by striving or It's not based on your own ability or how well you perform. Favor is the unmerited grace of God that opens doors, creates opportunities, and brings about situations where things work out in ways that only He could orchestrate. It's not just about getting ahead in the world's eyes. It's about being placed where God wants you to be, at the right time, in the right position, to fulfill the purpose He has called you to. When God's favor is on your life, you don't have to fight for recognition. He will elevate you. You don't have to strive for success. He will guide you to the right opportunities. This favor is about divine connections. You will meet the right people at the right time who will help you advance in your career and calling. These people may be mentors, business partners, or even someone who opens a door for you that leads to a new job, promotion, or business opportunity. God will align you with individuals who will see your potential and invest in your success. It's not by accident that you will meet these people. It's God's hand guiding you toward them. When His favor rests upon you, even the most unlikely people will open doors for you, and you will be given opportunities that others may never get. This favor also means that your work will be marked with excellence and distinction. People will notice the difference in you not because of your skill alone, but because God is working through you. You will see that your efforts yield fruit in ways that others may not. Your work will stand out, and your achievements will be recognized. Your creativity, your ideas, your contributions will begin to make an impact, and you'll find that success comes more easily because God is guiding your steps and giving you wisdom in everything you do. And in addition to opening doors in your career, God is also about to bring clarity to your calling. If you've been uncertain about what God wants you to do or how He wants to use your gifts and talents, now is the time when things are about to fall into place. He is going to make it clear where He is calling you, and He will give you the courage and confidence to step into that calling fully. Whether it's in your current job, a new opportunity, or a ministry, God's favor will help align your purpose with your profession, and you'll see that your work is not just a job, it is part of His divine plan for your life. You are entering into a season where favor and opportunity will collide. The doors that have been closed will swing wide open, and the path that once seemed unclear will be illuminated by God's light. He is about to bless you with a promotion, an opportunity, or a breakthrough that will launch you into a new season of prosperity and purpose. The favor of God will make all the difference, and you will stand in awe of what He does in your life and career. Trust in His timing, lean into His guidance, and prepare to walk through the doors He is opening for you. This is your moment of favor and opportunity. God is about to bless you with a peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that will guard your heart and mind no matter the storms raging around you. For so long, you may have struggled with anxiety, worry, or fear, allowing the cares of this world to weigh you down and steal your joy. The stress of daily life, the uncertainty about the future, or the emotional turmoil of past hurts may have caused your heart to feel restless and unsettled. But today I want you to know that God is about to fill your life with a peace that is not dependent on your circumstances, but is rooted in His presence and promises. This peace is not something you can manufacture on your own. It is a supernatural peace that only comes from God. It's a peace that doesn't make sense to the world. While others may be overwhelmed with stress, worry, or fear, you will stand firm, knowing that God is in control. His peace will settle in your heart like a calm in the midst of the storm. No matter what you're facing, no matter how uncertain the future may seem, God's peace will anchor you and keep you grounded. God's peace is not temporary. It's not a fleeting emotion or a brief moment of calm. It's a deep, lasting peace that sustains you through every trial, every challenge, and every unknown. It's a peace that transcends your understanding because it doesn't depend on having all the answers or knowing exactly what's going to happen next. It's a peace that comes from trusting in God's sovereignty, knowing that He is with you, that He has a plan for your life, and that He will never leave you or forsake you. When you experience this peace, it will change the way you respond to life's challenges. Instead of being overwhelmed by anxiety or fear, you will find that you are able to face difficult situations with a calm and steady heart. You will approach problems with confidence, knowing that God is guiding you and that He will provide the strength and wisdom you need. This peace will guard your heart from the negative emotions that can so easily take hold: fear, worry, anger, and frustration. And instead, you will be filled with joy, contentment, and hope. It's important to understand that this peace isn't just a feeling, it's a fruit of the Holy Spirit. When you invite God into your life and trust in His promises, His peace begins to work in you and through you. It transforms the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you interact with others. It gives you the ability to forgive, to let go of past hurts, and to move forward with a heart that is unburdened by the weight of worry. You will find that the things that once caused you to panic or become anxious no longer have the same power over you. God's peace will replace your fear with faith, your anxiety with assurance, and your restlessness with quiet trust in Him. As you experience this peace, you will also become a source of peace for others. Your calm presence will bring comfort to those around you. When others are struggling with worry or fear, they will see the peace of God in you and be drawn to it. You will be able to share with them the source of your peace, the unshakable, never-ending peace of God, and point them to the one who can bring them the same peace that has transformed your life. God is about to fill your life with a peace that will change everything. The stress, anxiety, and worry that have been holding you back will no longer have power over you. Instead, you will walk in the fullness of God's peace, knowing that He is in control, that He is with you, and that He will guide you through every storm. His peace will surround you, protect you, and fill you with an unshakable joy and contentment. No matter what comes your way, you can face it with confidence because you know that God's peace is greater than anything you'll ever face. God is about to bless you in ways you never imagined, bringing restoration, breakthrough, healing, courage, favor, peace, and opportunities that will transform your life. As you step into this new season, Trust that His hand is guiding you and His promises are true. The blessings He has prepared for you are not just for your benefit, but to fulfill His purpose in your life and to be a blessing to others. Keep believing, keep trusting, and watch as God's amazing blessings unfold before you. This is your time. Embrace it with faith and anticipation.